Blackbeard versus Shanks, the fight everyone believes is going to happen, the fight everyone thinks Shanks will eventually die. Today I will explain why I believe this fight will happen. Before I dive deep into details, let me point something out, and I don't think people will recognize this. I'm just gonna say this. All I'm going to say is this. For many years, people believe that Shiryu will kill Mihawk, and in the end it's going to be Shiryu versus Zoro. Now, just by that statement, and with the title of this video, you know what I'm going to say next. You know what I'm going to say in the next few minutes. The whole Shiryu and, killing Mihawk and fighting Zoro, that 100% backs up Blackbeard versus Shanks. I'm not trying to be negative here, but this is the cold, hard truth. How can you believe that for many years, all the way back since 1997, when Zoro versus Mihawk was only at episode 15, Oda has been hyping up the finale of Zoro versus Mihawk. If Mihawk was going to die by someone else other than Zoro's hands, then all those hype moments, all those talking about Mihawk moments, those were built up for nothing. Back in Skypiea, Zoro even said he is not a man that would fight for revenge. This is a fucking message to the readers that something like Mihawk dying will never happen. Zoro fighting for Mihawk's revenge? No. This video is about Blackbeard versus Shanks, but what I just said about Zoro versus Mihawk is the exact same thing about Blackbeard versus Shanks. Oda has hyped up Blackbeard and Shanks for many years, many years, since the time Shanks went to Whitebeard. If this fight doesn't happen, or if Shanks is killed and Luffy fights for revenge, then all those moments Oda drew and wrote would be for nothing. Now, Oda is Goda. This man can make anything into gold. He is a genius, and we know Oda loves to throw us off. He loves to make left turns. Oda loves to pull in those amazing home runs and just throw us off. Something about Blackbeard versus Shanks. It's maybe Oda, going to do something different. It's like, Blackbeard and Shanks, listen. Listen. If Shanks is the strongest Yonko, people like to think he is. I don't really think he is. You all know that. If Shanks was the strongest Yonko, if he was, then how could he die by the hands of a weaker Yonko, Blackbeard? So this fight is going to happen, but right now, Oda is giving me weird vibes about this fight because I don't think Shanks will be the one dying in this fight. Yeah, I said it. I don't think Shanks will die. I honestly believe he's not going to be the one dying in this fight. And also, we don't even know when they would fight. So if you remember, Blackbeard said it himself, he needed more time. This big fat pussy ran away from Shanks. He is a big fat pussy, and he also ran away from Akainu. So that tells you a lot about his character, and it also tells you a lot about the fight. The fight is going to happen at the end. The man needs more time. If he needs more time, obviously this fight is going to happen at the end. So as I mentioned earlier, I don't believe Shanks will be the one dying. Now, I do think this fight is going to happen, and we are in the 4 Yonko saga. 9 months or maybe a little fewer than that. I did a theory why I believe Shanks versus Kaido is going to happen. And when I look back at that video, when I look back at my theory, I'm getting all these weird vibes from Oda with this whole Blackbeard versus Shanks thing. Here's my idea. Here's what I see going down. I still believe it's going to be Shanks versus Kaido. We are bound to see another Yonko clash in the series soon, but I think if Shanks does fight against Kaido, that is when Blackbeard will roll in, because that man's a fat pussy, he runs away, and we know Blackbeard's character, so knowing Blackbeard, he would take this time to his advantage and fight Shanks, and when he's weakened in battle against Kaido. That's how I see Shanks versus Blackbeard. It's going to happen in this Yonko saga, but more importantly, I can't stress this enough, I don't see Shanks dying. I don't know what it is, but I just don't see that man dying. I just really don't see him dying in the show. I'm Anime Fan Talks. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, and if you're new, if you could please subscribe, that would be really great. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anime Fan Talks, signing off.